The name of Sari-Sari store is Lot Lot Store. It is located at Block 2, Lot 4 Street, Agustin Court, Tramo, Barangay 178, Pasay City. What is a Sari-Sari store? Sari-Sari means variety or everything. It's a family-run convenience store found on almost every street corner in the Philippines.
Sari-Sari stores are not only a one-stop shop, providing locals with everything from daily food necessities to cleaning supplies, but they are a colorful, cultural icon that brings together the community.
These stores are a big part of the Filipino community and are often attached to the front of their homes.
This study aims to know the factors that affect the growth of Sari-Sari stores. The so-called Sari-Sari store is one of the smallest MSME units in the Philippines. They help reduce poverty by creating jobs for the growing labor force and to support the financial needs of the family. The endless needs of Filipino are still growing. That's why people buy any goods or products in Sari-Sari store for fulfillment of daily needs in their lives.
As a researcher of the small business, Sari-Sari stores, during the research, I, as one of the researchers of this topic, discovered a lot of things during our documentary. Sari-Sari store is one of the family-run convenience store found in almost every street corner in the Philippines. It is actually part of our culture. The respondent of our research topic is Mr. Florentino Clemente, who owns the store named Lot Lot Store. The owner also helped us to analyze and observe the flow of the Sari-Sari store. The purpose of this research is to measure the owner's profits, survival, and sustainability in a Sari-Sari store. We gathered and analyzed the data to the relevance of the Sari-Sari store and on how it will going to boost its profits. It is convenient for every Filipino to run a Sari-Sari store business to sustain the everyday needs of the consumer. With a small amount of capital, you can still start a business whenever or whatever you want to sell. During the research interview, we found 50 consumers for the respondents of our survey data. We gathered the result and most of them agreed that the Sari-Sari store business satisfied them when purchasing the product of their daily needs. The business, the Sari-Sari store, is convenient to both owner and consumer. As a researcher and a consumer as well of this business, I recommend this small business for every Filipino family who wants to start a business. Some Sari-Sari stores can become a big market if the sales are increasing. If you are fortunate, you can make things big.
Throughout the entire survey that we conduct, we have learned new things about how respondents, which are the store owners, manage their small business. This survey experience has helped us develop our skills and critical thinking when it comes to business. We conduct a face-to-face interview to our respondents in order to know their way, how they manage, and the importance of having a small business. And this survey is not only for the store owners, but we also conduct a survey to the customers if they are satisfied in buying. The understanding in the survey experience is that having small business is not easy to work for. Especially nowadays, small business owners are being affected because they are dealing with higher costs as inflation rises. Inflation is a new challenge for most small business owners that are currently operating. However, even though the small business owners are struggling due to inflation rates, they still prefer to continue what they started because this is where they get their daily supplies.
Evaluating the owner's experiences of handling her own Sari-Sari store called Lot Lot Store and on how to manage well her MSME business. As we conduct a survey questionnaire, we found out that it seems like they're having difficulties, especially when the COVID-19 pandemic widespread of viruses starts. Due to the government protocols, it should be followed. That's why Mrs. Clemente, the owner, has nothing to do but to follow the implemented rules. They noticed that after a month, there's a lot of changes, such as increasing or having a higher prices to their different suppliers and losing tons of buyers than before COVID-19 arises. Without any hesitation, she still sell the product with a small profit. But amidst the pandemic, the owner of Sari Sari store never give up to find ways on how to live in the time of pandemic with her family.
This is the customer survey's result. As the results of the survey conducted in Lot Lot store as part of the MSME, the researchers collected a 50 customers answer with two criteria. The first one is the 15-item questions answerable by agree, neutral, and disagree, and 4-item explanatory questions for them to express, answer, and give their opinion and the best that they can, equivalent to 750 scores for the Type 1 and Type 2 questions, with 1,500 scores overall. As a result of our surveys for the MSME, in particularly Sari Sari store, the results of Type 1 criteria with 15-item question, we got a 594 scores in total per individual customer who answers agree to the question, and 156 scores in total per individual customers in neutral to the questions. In the 4-item question, we got several reaction and opinion from the respondents. However, most of the answer are the following. Number 1. Be the person in charge in the Sari Sari store. Pay attention attentively. Number 2. The side chica with the owner or person in charge because they just get to know each other eventually. And the third one is since I'm old enough. Number 4. The last. Sometimes I don't have to wait, but mostly yes, because it has a lot of buyers at the same time. And that concludes a Sari Sari store is also one of the MSME competitive business at will grow in the future.
According to the findings of the researchers, interviews with the MSME owners, MSME, micro, small, and medium enterprises such as Sari Sari stores are the last to be impacted because majority of their suppliers have no choice but to assess the price flow of their goods. Sari Sari store owners have decided to contemplate price increases. Despite the fact that the price is rising due to inflation, consumers are getting immune to this method. According to the experience of MSME owners, they just adapt because they have no option but to think about the price to make their lives easier through the goods they use on a daily basis. Despite the price jump, 7 out of 10 MSME owners are sticking with their current suppliers.
In addition to growing economy of the country, MSME owners needs to adapt in that particular growth, especially now that almost all of the products in the market are increasing their prices. Social scientific tools are important in terms of having a business, despite that MSME is not that big enough compared to other companies in the market. It is still important to MSME to have that social scientific tool to rely on. Having a business is very challenging because for us to start it, people should know what is really a business so that it will not be lost easily in the market. This is why social scientific tools have a great impact in the MSME because it perhaps be the key to its success.
The proponents of this research recommend making the Sari Sari store owners fully understand even the basic marketing concept, especially the 4 Ps, so they can practice within their sari-sari stores, and their sales will also increase. The local government in itself should make a requirement of providing seminar to those who are planning to start sari-sari store or other related businesses.
At the same time, it can help conduct seminar through collaboration with the College of Business and Accountancy to teach them, since they already have different experience and know about this field. Otherwise, the Tramo Barangay 187 Maricaban, Pasay City can also give opinion to the individual who wishes to start the business and take she or he those needed to attend the seminar anymore. They may present proof of knowledge, proof of running to business to ensure the success of the store and the retailers themselves.
For future researchers, they may conduct a wider scope of this research in a longer time span to further analyze more factors that affect the marketing practices and decision of sari-sari stores. They may include SWOT and analysis to determine if there are external factors that can affect and also increase the number of respondents to be better identify if there are more reasons why retailers do not practice other marketing strategies, or why is it only limited to their current practices.
Do you have some complaints about the price of the goods that you retail to your suppliers?
Yung mga ang price. Ang price ngayon tumataas kasi. Sobrang taas. Hindi ka tulad dati yung bumababa. Mahirap magbenta ngayon kasi yung bilihin. Lahat ng bilihin tumataas.
Does the suppliers overprice the goods, products that you buy to them?
Yung hindi naman sila yung overprice, siguro hindi naman, kaso lang talagang mataas talaga siguro yung ano yun.
How do you rate the products that you buy?
Yung rate na ano.
1 to 10. I-rate nyo po yung ano.
Ano Noy? Mga ano lang, siguro, ano din, 1 to 10? 7 daw.
7. Does the owner behavior affects on buying in the store?
Yung mga ano, okay naman. Lahat ng supplier namin okay. Wala namang problema. Kasi nakakabayad naman kanila ito.
Ano po yung mga problema na kinakaharap nyo po? Tapos paano nyo po sila nare-resolve?
Minsan kulang
yung stock. So paano po yun na magkano po sa ibang kasama?
Hindi, minsan kasi isa lang yung kinukuhanan namin. Minsan hinihintay namin kapag mayroon na silang bibigay. Minsan kasi sa iba medyo mataas. Kaya hindi kami naghahanap sa ahente talaga. Pag bumili kasi sa ibang outlet na mga medyo mataas. Kaya pag meron sila,
Do you have plans before you open your sari-sari store? Or kaya mag-open ka po, may target po ba na sila?
wala naman kami.
Kung ano pa po?
Oo, kasi minsan may
Kahit anong dress lang ganyan. What were the struggle faced by the sari-sari store that hinders survival and sustainability?
Mga students, ano po yung mga students na nag-date? Mga pang-araw-araw na problema na na-encounter.
wala naman.
Wala.
Oo, kasi nasa ano din siguro yun. makikisama rin. Pag medyo mabait ka talaga sa customer, mabait ka. Pag sinisigawan mo talaga yung customer, doon din yung arrogante ka.
Minsan, yung tindahan na to, ano na namin bago,
Kapag salbahe ka, hindi ka marunong
Depende sa tindera. What were the proposed actions for the sari-sari store to survive and be sustainable based on their current status?
grabe na. Ulitin mo.
What were the proposed actions for the sari-sari store to survive and be sustainable based on their current status?
Yung ano,
Kung ano po yung
araw-araw na para po nakakasurvive, nakaka-help po ba yung sari-sari store po ninyo?
malaking bagay siya. Kasi syempre yung parang yung pangalimbawa, yung dating yung pag-araw-araw,
then din po yung
yung pag-aaral ng bata.
Will you need to pay rent? How much do you pay for the rent of a sari-sari store?
Monthly.
Magkano?
kahit hindi naman po yung stock.
Kahit yung ano lang, 5.
How much monthly income?
Hindi ko na ano kasi pag may kuminting babayaran, nandun na yung ano.
Boss!
Hindi ko masasabi kung magkano kasi bayad ko.
Bayad po. Boss!
Do you prefer to have an advertisement in advertising store niyo?
Yung,
Paano po ba kayo?
I-advertise po.
Para sa
tama na yung simple lang.
Kahit nandyan na lang po.
How
Kita lang namin
useful
sila.
how useful is advertising in small business? Para I want. Did you buy branded products because of popularity? Bumili na po ba kayo ng products para sa mga para maging sumikat yun?
Hindi.
Did you buy products because of your personal preference? Para bumili kayo ng mga para lang sa mga pang-personal na ano yun, needs, gano'n.
Yung ano na,
Kunwari po, kunyari, yung binibili niyo rin para pinagamit niyo rin yung sarili.
papang
So, next is, last po. Is there any chances that advertisement will lead you to business success? Through advertisement lang po.
para maging success.
Oo. May chances po ba? Pag halimbawa, in-advertise yung para maging mas boom at sumikat.
Pwede rin siguro, bahala ko kagad.
Okay, thank you po.
Thank you.
Thank you po.
Thank you po.